2020s is all about 5G, and also open a decade where we'll see a big progress in artificial intelligence, quantum computing, news that can radically change the economy system, the security policies, and the power relationships. All this cause expectation, but at the same time cause a confusion, especially whom feel they are between the possible losers of this revolution. Because a revolution is the 2020, a big revolution when we talk about technologies. So let's start talking about this year, but also beyond. On this decade is going to be more apparent two kinds of tensions or three kinds of rivalries. The rivalries between great powers. Here the main issues will still be between China and USA, where they resurface the Cold War dynamics, and I mean they are trying to put an ideology around the countries where everyone can access to technology. So the great powers will start to dominate the developing world through the technologies, because that's what the Cold War is all about. Who has the power of the war? In this case, who has the power of the technologies? Star rivalries. Here, big digital empires ended up knowing the population better than the states and the governments, and developing an extraordinary ability to control citizenship status. So one of the big challenges from this decade is the digital empowerment. How citizens can recover the control about the information that they have created. That is why there's been a debate about digital sovereignty, and lots of citizens insist that they have to control and wield their digital sovereignty and not the governments. This point is also about the concern from a lot of government about the destabilizing capacity of this information. It is a big deal because technology advancing faster than any attempts of regulation. In a few words, everything about the fake news and the political disinformation will gain relevance. Likewise, a new European framework that claimed to regulate the illegal content, the disinformation, and the adversity in sin. Transparency on the internet. The technology is also the new border of the activisms. How activists use the technological means to make a social or political pressure, and the other side, how the government use technology to know their citizen and possibly controlling and repress us. So the data are the new kind of petroleum because it's the most valuable resource, and everybody wants to access it. The one who is able to monopolize the largest quantity is in a position of strain over the rest. For all that, technology is a new border of the power. This refers to the fact that nowadays we have everything in our hands. We have all the information in our hands, and it is easier for us to investigate it, when before everything was more complicated. But what is the 5G? The 5G refers to the fifth generation of mobile networks that we know, and it's supposed to allow us to navigate 10 times faster than we do today. But the question is, it is dangerous to our health? And I want to be clear in this point because a lot of things we touch and a lot of things that are around to us causes in some ways illness in our bodies. So the WHO, the World Health Organization, has qualified this type of technology as a level 2B carcinogen. Research gathered so far do not have any convincing scientific evidence that they are carcinogenic. But in this level we found the coffee. Even so, the news published by the media about a multitude of cancer cases harassing around cell phone bases stations have put the public opinion on alert. So, from certain organizations, warn of the potential health hazard of cell phone waves. For example, the NGO, the Ecologists on Action, recently issued a statement warning that the implementation of the 5G had been carried out without evaluating its possible health and environment effects, despite the strong and numerous scientific calls to apply the precautionary principle, they said. I have another question: how the 5G will change the world? This new technology will allow navigation, as I already said before, allow navigation at up to 10 gigabytes per second, 10 times faster than the main fiber optic offers in the market. At this rate, it will be possible, for example, to download a complete movie in a matter of seconds. Um, it's also about the latency. The network response time will also experience a significant advance. According to operators, this could be reduced to 5 milliseconds. And thanks to this new technology, we will be able, for example, to exponentially increase the number of connected devices, vehicles, industrial robots, or any electronic device that we have at home, from the alarm to the washing machine, the refrigerator or the vacuum cleaner robot. All these will be able to connect and share information in real time. So at the moment, with scientific studies in our hands, it seems that 5G will bring more benefits than problems.